What up, everybody at the green light? How we doing? Yeah, we're going to need a couple vodka Red Bulls. I already got one started, I think, tonight. Hell yeah. Well, thanks for being here. Let's get started tonight, everybody. Make a lot of noise for your host of Playlisted, Austin Burke. Woo!
All right. How's everybody doing? Good.
Pilates night. It's Pilates night at the YMCA.
Pilates night, yeah. You would know. You would know, dude. Let's put these, I'm going to put these names in the hat. By the way, actually, before we do this, we have these hats. If you want to get one, they're on playlistedpod.com. We'll ship them anywhere you want to buy the hats. We'll just shipped one the other day to New Hampshire. And
no shit.
Yeah, dude. Shipping all over the country.
Unbelievable.
I don't know if we can ship them overseas yet, but maybe.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, welcome to Playlisted Podcast. It's going to be a good night. We're going to kind of rapid fire tonight. It's going to be a quick show, but we're going to have some fun. We have a very special guest. He's been on multiple times. One of my best friends. And got a big honor we're going to give him today on the show.
He already got a big honor.
Oh.
He's getting another big honor.
He's getting a big honor.
Oh, my God.
Give it up for Heath Warren!
Dun, dun.
Back. And better than ever, Mr. Heath Warren.
Back like he never left.
What's up, dog?
Hey, guys.
Is that a new watch?
Yeah. You know what? Last time I came through, you had smoke pillowing out of the green room, and I didn't get it. I either did something wrong, or the budget has changed, or I'm supposed to be really pissed off right now.
Well,
I think a little bit of
it was a different circumstance. You were a little, we had our boy Jason Wilder, man.
Yeah, dude, a big fan of Jason Wilder.
Do you have any beef? If you have some beef with somebody, we can get you some smoke.
Nope, no beef this time around, but I'm happy to be back. Thanks for having me, boys.
Absolutely. All right, so those of you that are just walking in, trying to figure out what's going on, this is the Playlist of Podcast. Basically, what's going to happen, we're going to have some artists come up on stage. They're going to sing a song, try to impress us, try to impress the crowd. We're going to give them honest feedback on their performance, and that is how it rolls. Heath has done this multiple times, and I don't know if we have music for this. Let's just do the new A-list music, but I would like to honor Heath. This is now your, I believe, fourth time. Is it your fourth time or third time?
I think it's 4.
4.
Yeah, 4. Once with JV, once with Rotundo, once with Skis and Eric.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
This is your fourth time. This is season 2. First time on season 2. But I would like to honor Heath with our 2025, our first season ever, Guest of the Year award.
Oh, my
Guest
God.
of the Year, man. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Unbelievable.
That explains the crowd.
Yeah. He was just one of the best. He was the best. He wasn't one of the best. He was the best guest we had. And man, it was big competition. Rodney Atkins.
You had some great guests on here.
Some unbelievable artists, football players, all kinds of people. But
maybe my availability had a lot to do with it. But I'm just gonna take the award and run with it, boys.
Dude, your feedback, you really cared about the feedback that you were given. So
yeah.
I'm gonna come at this from a really
Thank
intimate
you.
place.
I talked a lot.
Heath has a good perspective on this whole thing because, just like a lot of songwriters and artists, I think we all at one point struggle before anything happens, and that's my favorite part about you is you struggled before everything. And my favorite story is when you talked about hearing your song on the party barge when you were still working on the party barge,
right?
And your song's like about to go number 1, and you hadn't gotten paid yet.
Crazy. I think it's just a part of the journey. Everyone's journey is different, but I think the struggle is really what makes it. And I think when you do make it, a weird part about it is you start to miss those days. You start to miss what it felt like when you were, really chasing after something that you didn't know you'd be able to touch. And I think that's what's cool about coming on this show, is being a part of a new journey with the guests that you guys have that have the courage to sign up, come on here and share their talent. And not even an hour ago, I was sitting with Eric Van Houten, and he was talking to me about a past guest on the show that we A-listed that just blew us away. And he's like, dude, look at her content. Look at what she's up to now. This is someone that we should really invest our time in, like make a connection and maybe write some songs. And, I think that's what's really cool about what you're doing here.
Well, thank you, man. It's going to be a good night. We're going to have some fun. I want to give a quick shout out to tonight. And by the way, we got some really exciting stuff happening. So this is kind of a little intermittent place that we're in with our sponsors. But our one and only sponsor, I'm not going to be like, man, we only have one sponsor. They have supported us from day one, the Picker app. If you're in the crowd, if you're watching on YouTube, download the Picker app on your phone right now. It would mean the world to us here on the podcast and also to them. They are building a community the same way we are. If you are an artist, a musician, a bass player, a drummer, a producer, if you own a studio, you're trying to book a studio, you can download the Picker app and you can find your studio, find your guitar player, find your bass player, find your team. It's unbelievable. It's an amazing app. And, they make sure that you get the best team possible to record your music at the best price. And they just care about artists the same way we do. So I love it. So download the Picker app. Lots of cool stuff. Lots of cool sponsors to announce very soon. But I can't yet. But let's just get it going, man. Let's get the show on the road. Heath, you want to get the first name from the hat?
Oh, yeah. Let's dig in here. Come on, baby. Chris Hollacheck.
Oh, there
Chris
he is.
Hollacheck,
Yes,
come on up here.
Chris, cash that Hollacheck.
Let's go. Cash that
A
check.
dollar make me Hollacheck.
Hell yeah.
Keep going.
So Heath, man, what
Is it the wrong? Am I saying it wrong? No. Hollacheck. Okay. All right.
So as the artists come up, like I said, they're gonna sing a song, and I'm gonna interview Heath in the meantime as you guys get test your what am I saying? Dude?
Sound
check.
check.
Sorry, Jesus, I'm having like a fucking
Plugged in.
As you get tuned up,
Thank
we're
you.
gonna talk. So we've kind of talked about everything, but like, what's new, dude? What are you up to? You got any cool songs coming out? Anything you can talk about that you're pumped about? What's new in your life?
Yeah, a little bit of both. Some stuff we can't really talk about yet. But a lot of exciting stuff this year. I feel like we just kind of hit the ground running on the writing side of things. Ton of artists cutting songs right now, working on projects, working on new albums. And I just feel like the space we're in for country music right now has never been in a better place. We have country music consumers that have never been more hungry for new music, new artists that they already know and love. They're looking for what's next from them. Even if we delivered a full-length album last year to them, they're just like, all right, more. We want more music. And I think as a songwriter, that's exactly where we want to be. We want people to want new music. In the past, you go through these 2-year album cycles, and depending on how you line up all of your relationships as a writer, you kind of you always want to be working on a record, right? And if you don't have a lot of relationships that are in that cycle, or if they're all on the same cycle, man, you could have 2 years where you're like, oh shoot, I really don't know, I'm feeling a little stalemate right now. But that is not the weather situation in country music right now, and I feel very grateful. And I'm really excited about all the music coming out. The springtime is such a competitive time for music too, because everybody wants to get the songs of the summer out before the summer hits. So, yeah, man, I'm really excited about everything right now.
I love it, man. Well, let's get our first artist up here. Give it up for Chris Hollacheck singing a song, I'll Ever Need.
Come on, Chris.
seen each other for a while now, but something about you still stands out. Maybe it's those glazing eyes, makes me feel like I won a prize. Or how the sun kiss you with its light, it's like I'm gonna do tonight. And when the moonlight gives that special glow, gonna see just how far we'll go. When the whole back runs its course, when my lips are right on yours, making my heart stop, girl. When I got you in my world, you light a raging fire. When I feel your desire, just you holding on to me. There's nothing else I'll ever need. You drown out all the noise when I hear your sweet voice. Feel like a better guy, like heaven sent you in my life, like you were that missing step, made my life puzzle connect, hand in hand, mine to hold. Promise I won't ever let you go. When the whole back runs its course, when my lips are right on yours, making my heart stop, girl. When I got you in my world, you light a raging fire. When I feel your desire, just you holding on to me. There's nothing else I'll ever need. When the whole Mac runs its course, when my lips are right on yours, making my heart stop, girl. When I got you in my world, you light a raging fire. When I feel your desire, just you holding on to me. There's nothing else I'll ever need. Nothing else I'll ever need. Nothing else I'll ever need.
All right, Chris Hollacheck, everybody.
Yeah, man.
Thank you.
Hell yeah.
Where are you from, man?
Originally, Eastern North Carolina.
Okay, you can take the mic off if you want to. Tell us about that song. Who's it about? Who's the girl?
I actually wrote it during COVID. I was working in Louisville, Kentucky. I just felt like listening to
Hold it closer,
R&B
sorry.
one day, and I decided to make a country song out of an R&B song. And that's what I came up with.
What was the R&B song?
There's a bunch of them. There's some Usher, Jaheim, a bunch of stuff going through my playlist at the time, and it just hit me all of a sudden.
Gotcha. So you were trying to do like a country R&B song.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So it wasn't about anybody in particular?
No.
No? Awesome. Is there anybody now that it might be about?
Yep.
Hey.
What do you mean?
Oh no, I got a girl now.
Oh, okay. What's her name?
Playing.
Nice. Plain. Like the thing that goes like this, or like the rolling hill? Or
No,
what?
Pleng playing.
Pleng? Really?
I can't
Interesting.
spell real
Is she
good.
from
What?
a different
Cool
country?
name.
Yeah, she's Thai.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Okay,
Nice.
cool.
Okay.
Nice.
Very cool. Nice, man. So can you tell us, so do you got some more music? Are you more of an artist or a songwriter? What's kind of your story?
I'd say I'm more of a songwriter more than anything. I do stuff out on Spotify and YouTube, a bunch of videos and stuff. but songwriting's really been my bread and butter since I've been here.
Nice. You got some songs cut by anybody in particular? Or?
Nah, not yet.
How long you been in town for?
Since 2014, I did leave to go to Texas for a couple years in between, and Florida for 6 months. But besides that,
Cool.
yeah, I've been around here.
Great, man. What are you doing around town when you're not doing music?
I do traffic surveying, like GIS map making, and I'm actually hardly ever in town anymore. I do have a house about 30 minutes from here in White House, but
Okay, yeah.
I just Airbnb it when I'm gone, and I've just been focusing a lot on that lately in the past couple of years.
Nice, dude. So do you play out much, or what's kind of your story as far as performing?
I was doing like playing on Broadway for a bit there, and then I got cut unexpectedly, and I just decided to focus more on the day job on the Airbnb. You know, I was bringing in the income, and
Yeah.
that time I was going pretty broke. So
Where were you playing on Broadway?
Tootsie's, and I was also at let's see where else.
Did you go through the
Central.
honky tonks?
They're like-
Yeah.
Tootsie's is
Awesome.
cutthroat.
Cool.
Yeah.
Super cutthroat. And what kind of songs were you playing when you were doing Broadway?
Just whatever was on their set list that they made you do. I would sneak in originals. I had the morning shift, so I could, and
Yeah.
I do a lot more of the traditional country, I'd say.
Awesome.
That's why I lean on more.
As far as, just kind of bridging the gap from that to what you're most inspired by, what would you say you listen to in your truck, or what are you spending most of your time to be inspired to songwrite?
I'd say my main three are like Johnny Cash, Alan Jackson, Eric Church. So those guys really were the ones that gave me the inspiration. I know Jason Aldean, Luke Bryan too. Like when I was in college, when I was in my dorm room writing songs, skipping class, that's what I'd be listening to for something to model.
Cool. So if you had like your dream opportunity with music happen in the next 5 to 10 years, like what do you have dreams to be an artist, songwriter, or do you kind of just want to do it for fun? Like what's your kind of your dream scenario with music?
At this point in my life, I'm just doing it for fun now. I used to be a lot more serious about making it and stuff, and you just have to let that go after a while. Like it takes away your happiness if you're too attached on making it. And I'd say at this point in my life, really just somebody cutting one of my songs would be the best case scenario for me. I used to want to be the big name and stuff, but I've kind of dialed back. I enjoy a simple life, just being able to go out and don't have people swarming you. And I feel like as a songwriter, you get the benefits of being a famous person without having to be hassled or anything. And you get your music out there. The most important thing is you're getting your music out there. You're making a difference, and it doesn't matter who does it as long as making the world a better place with your music.
Yeah, Heath.
Well said.
What would you say to that?
No, dude, I think that's well said. I really appreciate your outlook on it. I think this is a really hard industry. Like it's a really hard thing to do to want to be an artist, and it's a really humbling thing to have to wake up the day where you decide, oh man, like maybe chasing the artist thing isn't for me, but I'm still passionate about music. I'm still passionate about songwriting. I wonder if that's my lane. And you're absolutely right. It's the perfect lane to be able to live a comfortable life and not have the discomfort of, everything that comes with being an artist. With that being said, I'm not God's grace to songwriting. I'm judging you on one song, and that's just the job that I signed up for tonight. The biggest thing that I was missing from your performance is your song doesn't have a chorus. I felt like you played 4 verses with a tag. Are you following?
Yep.
And a lot of traditional country was written verse heavy with a tag, verse heavy with a tag, verse. And it wasn't about like the hook melodically, but it was so much about the hook lyrically. Mm-hmm. And I didn't find myself grabbing onto your tag, your actual hook of each verse. At the end of each verse, I was actually waiting for you to give us something new, whether it's in the progression or just a new melody. With that being said, I think it's a great song. I think it's a really great, story, and it's heartfelt. But I think on a commercial scale, some of the things that they're looking for, that artists are looking for, if you're trying to write songs to pitch to an artist, are captivating hooks, something that is, not lacking conviction, that feels like the truth and is relatable to the masses. And one way to trick the human mind when they're listening to music is to keep presenting them something new that they're going to latch onto and then also want to hear again. Mm-hmm. So it's kind of like teasing them a little bit, you know what I mean? Give it to them, take it away from them, give them something new that they also like, and then give it back to them, take it away, give them the other thing they forgot they liked too, and then at the end of 3 minutes, you have them in the palm of your hand. You're just missing some of those dynamics, but outside of that, man, I think you did a great job.
Yeah, are you writing a lot? I know you said you're kind of in between music right now. Are you writing a lot, or?
I actually haven't written in a while.
Okay.
I actually got a herniated disc in my neck last year, and I couldn't play guitar for 6 months.
Wow.
And I got really depressed around that time. I just kind of like stepped away from music completely. I was going to quit, like just altogether, and something inside me keeps telling me to go back. No.
Yeah. Well, dude, that's awesome, man. I think, we all have those moments. I would say this, man, like, I don't know what you went through, but that song, you said you wrote it in 2020. I'm like, hey, it's 2026. So like, what's new? Like what are you doing now? And I guess my biggest challenge for you is like, if you do want to do this, like, you got to get back on the saddle. Like, you got to write again. Yeah, it sounds like maybe, I don't know, you're a little guarded. It sounds like you might have been a little jaded by Broadway and some of the bullshit here in Nashville. All I can tell you, man, is like, fuck all that, okay? Get back on the saddle. Write some songs. I don't want to hear a song from 2020 that is like maybe about a girl and now you have a new relationship who it might, like, I want to hear about the relationship you're in now. I want to hear about what's happening now in your life. So that's my biggest challenge for you, is like, maybe this is a sign to just forget all the stuff that happened in the past. Like, let's try again. Because if you're feeling that and you came on the show, like, good for you, man. That's your sign. And I'm fucking proud of you for doing that. Like, that's you trying to do it. So
cheers to you, man.
Cheers to you.
Music is always evolving, bro. So you have to evolve with it. If you get stuck in the thing where you're like, well, this is what I like, I don't want to see country music change from the thing that I like, it's always going to change. So you're going to be the guy left behind every damn time. I feel like that's really the encouragement is, man, a lot's happened in your life since then, right? Mm-hmm. Dude, tell us that story. Come back. Tell us that story.
Come back and tell us the story. That's all I have to say, man. Thank you for coming on here. I know that this is your moment of trying it again and getting back into Nashville and doing shit. And I want to hear what's next, bro. Cheers. Give it up for Chris Hollacheck, everybody.
Thank you.
Chris.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
All right. Very cool. We'll get Chris's song on the roster. Everybody that performs tonight, we have a playlist on Apple Music and on Spotify. We have a bunch of different playlists. One of them is called The Roster. You automatically make the roster just by being on the show. We have a new one since you've been on called Rotation. And if you make Rotation, you're going to hear this music. Ooh. So that's Rotation. Rotation is cool. It's kind of like New Boots. It's a place for us to test the music out, see what's working, see what, it was a good song. Let's see what the fans think. Let's see if they like it. And then if the fans like it, and if you really crush it on the show, you're going to do what's called the A-list, and you're going to hear the song. And that is the A-list. You can get all those you can get all those playlists on Apple Music and on Spotify. All right, let's get the next name out of the hat. Come on.
Keep it rolling.
You like how I folded those?
Ethan Anderson.
Ethan Anderson.
My boy.
I don't know what's happened. Every time Ethan's been here, you've been the special guest.
That's right.
I feel like it's rigged.
Oh,
dude.
no way.
Hate to bring it to you guys, but I was the host of season 1. I was the guest of the year.
Guest of the year. We'll get you a
Season
plaque,
1.
dude. We'll get you a plaque.
Deserved. How are you, buddy?
What's up, brother? Good to have you back.
man.
This is your third time on? Yeah, nice. Dude.
Great. Welcome back.
So yeah, we're gonna get you like a plaque or something, dude. We'll get you
More
at some
plaques.
point. Maybe if you're in a couple years, I'll get you a Rolex.
More plaques, more rollies, baby.
Yeah.
Come on.
So I have a question based on what you said earlier about there's never been more of a need for music from the fans. What is kind of the gauge on consumption versus production? Like, obviously you're writing a ton every single day. Are artists producing more music? Do you see that happening? Is it meeting kind of the everything supply and demand, right? Like, is the supply meeting the demand? Is there more demand than supply? What does that look like?
I actually think it's more about humbling the demand. Record labels are always going to look at analytics, and they're going to say, what we're seeing is that the fans want more Austin Burke. So give us more Austin Burke. Austin Burke is like, well, damn, it takes a lot for me to write a bunch of these songs and then pick which ones I really believe in the most, and then go into the studio and record them. It's a lot of work on my producer's end, and then for us to, bounce it, get a master, market the delivery, all of those things, they take a lot of time. And
how about touring?
If anyone knows, I think the tour thing is where you're going to see it the most because, a 2-year record cycle was built on your ability to put out a record and then spend the next 2 years on the road marketing said record. In that record, a label is hoping to get 3 singles out of that record. That's a really successful album. And out of that, if you get more than 3, then they're ecstatic. And so is the artist because they've just been able to go out, make a lot of music. The songwriters are happy because their songs are seeing the light of day. And right now, what you're going to see is you're delivering these 16, in some cases, double albums. Some of these guys are putting out 30 songs on an album. And, Morgan Wallen being the anomaly off of his last record that had 36 songs, he's already had 8 songs go to radio within a year and a half, which is an insane number. And his movement at top 40 is just so fast, like from the time it impacts the radio to the time it goes number 1 to the time it falls off. And, Morgan is an artist that has so many recurrent singles at country radio too. It's just we're oversaturating a market here. And I think the danger is when the label just keeps asking for more money or for more songs because the consumer's asking for more songs, it's going to take the artist and it's going to take the producer to say, listen, this is a great problem to have, but sometimes maybe playing hard to get is also going to play into our favor because we're going to be selective about the songs we're cutting. We're going to make sure we know how to market them correctly, but more importantly, we want to record them correctly. We want to produce them perfectly. I don't want to be in a hurry when I'm producing a record. I know the producers that I'm working hand in hand with right now, they don't want a 30-day notice of like, hey, we need this song delivered because TikTok said so.
Let's make art,
we got to
not
find
graffiti.
a balance. Yeah. I think we have to find a balance, and I think the best artists
And maybe
are
graffiti
going
is
to-
art, but
Just pissed a lot of
I just
graffiti
don't like it on the
artists
side of the
off.
fucking
Jesus.
road.
And again,
you know?
I think the thing I'm saying is there's a balance. I'm not saying we're not going to produce songs and deliver them to the consumer. I think one way that's great to do it is if you just delivered a 16-song record, awesome. We're 7 months out from that. Let's give them a single that they can just chew on for a little bit and let them digest that for a second. Just like hold them over for a while we work on other stuff. But yeah, it's an oversaturated market, which again, as a songwriter, that's such an incredible thing because it means there's high demand for great songs. But I don't want the art to be sacrificed in the meantime. So
Yeah, I love that. All right, Ethan, let's do it.
Last time I was on here was very interesting because I was all like, I was all excited to come up and play this song, and then I just got like, it felt like I kind of got raked over the coals afterwards because everybody was like, hey man, that's not you. And so I feel like when you're in that position as an artist or as a writer or whatever, you can kind of go two directions with that. You can be like, oh, well, F all those guys. I'm going to do what I want. Or you can take feedback from people who are farther ahead than you in the same industry. And so I went home and I wrote a song that's about me. That's true to
beautiful.
me.
Let's go, dude. Give it up for Ethan Anderson singing his song In a White One.
Always been the kind, slow learning type. Gotta do things the hard way. I wish I wasn't, but I'm self-aware enough to know I ain't gonna change. I am what I am, just don't give a damn. See you through the smoke. Yeah, I know better, babe. I kiss you anyways, then I take you home. I don't wanna break down, baby, should we break now? Before we go too far. Said I'd never do this, but damn it if the boot fits, you can break my heart. Yeah, I know I'm a babe, sorry when it happens. Wish you never wrote your number down on a napkin. I love that black dress now, but I'ma hate it when we're done. Cause I'm never gonna see you in a white one. Gonna cut me deep, leave a scar 3, make a good song or 2. My friends are telling me I gotta let you be, but they don't know the truth. You had me on my knees, I begged you not to leave, then you hit the door. Love was not a dream, baby, I believed, and I don't anymore. I don't wanna break down, baby, should we break now? Before we go too far. Said I'd never do this, but damn it if the boot fits, you can break my heart. Yeah, I know I'm a babe, sorry when it happens. Wish you never wrote your number down on a napkin. I love that black dress now, but I'ma hate it when we're done. Cause I'm never gonna see you in a white one. Crawled over broken glass for you to call me and take me back. Take me back to the night on the porch in the swing by the door, listening to country music. Take me back to the June and the moon kissing me, kissing you, and ask you why'd you do it. Yeah, I don't wanna break down, baby, should we break now? Before we go too far. Said I'd never do this, but damn it if the boot fit, you can break my heart. Yeah, I know I'm a babe, sorry when it happens. Wish you never wrote your number down on a napkin. I love that black dress now, but I'ma hate it when we're done. Cause I'm never gonna see you in a white one. Never gonna see you in a white one. Thank you.
Let's go, dude.
Thank you, man.
Hell yeah. Tell us about that song.
Dude, I went through like the worst breakup of my life in September. And I don't know, man. So usually when I go through a breakup, right, I don't know about y'all, but as a dude, usually when I go through a breakup, I can be like, all right, I fucked up here, here, and here, right? Like there's things that I can kind of point to and be like, man, I could have done that better in a relationship. I could have been better about that. And this one was really hard to me because I felt like, you know, I mean, I don't know. I just felt like I did everything like in a way that I was really proud of. I was proud of the way, like who the person I was in the relationship and the way that I conducted myself in it. And, you know, as a girl I met at church, like we had all the same values and goals. And I really thought that I was like, oh my gosh, like I told my parents, I was like, I think I'm getting married. Like at some point, you know, not right now, but I was like, this girl is amazing. And then, and this weekend I found out she's like back together with her ex. So now I have this whole thing in my head of like, oh man, I wonder if like when we were together, like when she was literally in my arms, right? Like was she thinking about this other guy? Was she still in love with this other guy or whatever? So it's just been kind of this roller coaster of like emotions, and I was able to kind of turn that into a song. So yeah.
Man, I just told Heath in the middle of your performance, but I think this is your third time on, I believe
so, yeah.
Yeah,
third,
and I think you've grown a lot. It's been cool to see, like, I never thought you were bad. You're very talented, but I think that your songwriting and your even just your humility and your willingness to kind of go there shows the type of artist and songwriter that you are.
Thanks, man. It means a lot, man. Thank you.
I love, and I'm a sucker for this, for cadence and the lyric, like the rhythm of the lyrics.
Yeah, like the syncopation. Yeah.
So thank you. When you said, I'ma be sorry when it happens. Wish you never wrote your name on a whatever that.
Wish you never wrote your number down on a napkin.
That's so catchy, bro.
Thank
that
you,
is
bro.
like the most catchy. It's just ear candy in the chorus, and I think choruses need that. Like they need to be catchy as a chorus,
Well,
but
and
then within the
especially-
chorus, you need little moments that get you in
Yes.
and that are memorable. Everybody in the crowd is going to be singing that back
thank
to you,
man.
So,
Well, and especially with what Heath was saying about how it's all like there's so much of it in the consumption being driven by TikTok right now, and it's like you need that thing. I'm not saying like tailor your whole life to it when you're writing songs, but like you hope that there's something as an artist, right? You hope there's something in a song or as a writer that is going to get clipped on TikTok or Instagram or whatever, and then people are going to go like, oh, and they're going to latch on to that thing in the song.
let me flip this on you for just a second. I want to ask you why.
Why do I think that's a part of the market right now?
Yes.
Man, I think that
I'll tell you. Go ahead.
Okay.
Guest of the year.
Man, I think that like if you rewind 30, 40 years, right, and look at like what the word entertainment meant to us as a culture, it meant like going out and seeing a show, right? Like some kind of, concert, performance, musical, movie, like something that was usually like 2 or 3 hours long or something like that, that it was like you get to immerse yourself in it and experience this whole thing put on by however many people it takes to put on something like that. And I think with TikTok, with Instagram, with social media, like, and YouTube has shorts now and all, like, it's shifted so much to where like the definition of entertainment now, and like Vine, I think, was probably the start of it for a lot of people, where it was like on Vine you had 6 seconds or 11 seconds or whatever to make a video. And so trying to figure out how to fit that creativity into that small little like glass vial, I think that as a culture we've shifted so much in entertainment to where now like the entertainment that we're seeking is in these like short little bursts of dopamine that you get, rather than this like long, drawn out, expansive thing. And I'm not making an argument for whether that's good or bad for society. It's an observation that I have.
Totally. What do you think?
All right, what you are describing right now is writing songs for the consumer instead of writing songs for yourself or the artist. If you want to be a career songwriter, you will figure out the balance between what consumers want to hear and what you want to say artistically, and figure out what that language is specifically. What tempo is it in? What does the melody feel like? Do those two things match the storyline that you're trying to portray? All three of those things are what speaks to an audience. If you're thinking about trying to write a song that could be broken up into a 6-second, 8-second, 12-second snippet that is going to capture an audience on TikTok, that's awesome. Think about doing that in every single section of the song. And now it doesn't matter what the hell part of the song they chop up. You leave it up to them to latch onto something, but it's going to be something in your song. And I'm going to tell you, I didn't know about that when I wrote Rockin' a Hard Place. But what I do know is when Bailey Zimmerman decided to tease the first 4 lines of the very first verse for 5 weeks in a row without giving them the pre-chorus without giving them the chorus. All he did was the first 4 lines. I've never seen the power of a first verse work like that in my entire life. And I realized we didn't do that on purpose. We didn't sit there and say, we have to have the best 4 lines ever. But what I do know is those 4 lines were so fucking digestible for every single person that heard them originally, the rest of the song didn't fucking matter. And then it did. Because the second he gave them the rest of the song, it worked. Because all of those moments in the song weighed as much as the first 4 lines. And I think that's what you're trying to do in 3 minutes, is give them verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, chorus, bridge, chorus. All of those moments are making them feel something, right? And, dude, the fact that you have the mindset to even think about capturing a moment for the consumer is already, it is leaps and bounds ahead of so many songwriters in this town, because you're considering someone outside of the room that you're writing in.
Thank you,
I think that's fucking everything, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Absolutely. And the reason I asked that question is because I want every artist to understand, like, we are in a world right now with what you just said is true. But I want you to ask yourself, why? Why is that true? And it's because of this reason. It's because people want to, the same way they did 30, 40 years ago, they want to go to a movie to forget the reality they're in. But they don't want to go too far, right? Like, they want to connect to things. And that's why your feed is now, it's like everything is based on who you are. It's like it's becoming your fucking identity.
It's validation.
Right? So, like,
everyone's seeking validation.
If you're going through a breakup, dude, I went to Italy a couple weeks ago and my entire fucking feed was Italy, you know? Now I'm home. I don't see anything Italy anymore. It's like, it's based on where you're at in your life. People going through a breakup are going to have a certain thing on their feed that's feeding them shit, man. You deserve better.
Yeah.
Like, this is, so that's why, you know, a breakup song will work for this thing. So all I'm going to say, we're a little short on time, but all I'm going to say is, don't write music for fucking TikTok.
Yeah.
Write music because it's what you're going through, because I can guarantee you somebody else is going through that same fucking thing, and they need to hear that, what you're saying.
Do you mind if I say something real quick on
Go
that?
ahead.
Because I think that's, so I from Kansas, I grew up like my mom and dad played country music on the radio all the time, and I hated it as a kid. I was listening to like B.O.B. and Nicki Minaj. I thought I was way cooler than I was. I wanted to be way cooler. And when I got my heart broken for the first time when I was 17, and I heard She Got the Best of Me on the radio, and it changed, like, I swear it changed like my DNA, like something where I just all of a sudden was like, oh, this is the thing. Like, whatever this is the thing. And I cried to that song and listened to that song over and over again. And every single time now when I sit down in a room, if we're writing, like, whatever type of song we're writing, and I've written over 800 something songs in my life. So, like, whether it's I wrote a song about miscarriage, I wrote a song about, you know, divorce, I wrote a song about growing up as a child of divorce or a breakup or whatever, like, whatever that thing is in the room that day, I sit down and I think about that. I think about being 17, hearing She Got the Best of Me, and crying because it felt like I wasn't alone anymore, like somebody knew. And I think that if I can do that as a songwriter, whatever that looks like.
Yeah, you got a chance,
man.
bro.
You got a chance.
Thanks,
I'm going to, as soon as that song comes out, is it out yet?
It's not out yet.
Okay, put it out. You made the A-list, man.
Oh, thank you,
Congratulations.
brother.
Congrats.
By the way, you're, I think, the 3rd person all year to make the A-list.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be. It's a big
Oh, really?
deal. It's
Oh,
not
thank
like
you,
it
man.
used to be.
I'm
so
very grateful.
Congratulations,
Thank you.
man.
Thank y'all for having me.
Absolutely. It'll also
Yeah.
be on rotation and the roster as well. But
Thank you, man.
give it up for
I
Ethan
really
Anderson,
appreciate it.
everybody.
Thank you,
Cheers,
guys,
bro.
man.
Good to see you,
Hell
Ethan.
yeah.
Love you, buddy.
Love you too, man.
We're gonna run. We're gonna run with it. Taylor Hughes. Come
Taylor
on.
Hughes, come on up here. We also have the bucket right there. Mikey's going to hold up the bucket. If there's anybody in the crowd that wants to put their name in the bucket, at some point this show is going to be nothing but bucket pulls, so get your name in there. We have guitars. We got whatever you need to make it happen. All right, so let's see. Let's do some hot topics, man. What are artists looking for right now? And let me favor that with, what are artists looking for and what are labels looking for?
Man, I think we touched on it a little bit. I think it's so funny. You know, I remember first moving to town and really kind of getting my first few little invites into publishing houses where you're walking into a publishing company's office to write a song. And one of the big things I always felt was so fascinating was being able to see the tip sheet. Anybody in the audience know what a tip sheet is? Or have you guys come across a tip sheet quite yet in your writing career? It's something that circulates on Music Row from the labels and from the publishers that tells you what artists are looking for a song, who's producing the record, and what that record is looking for. Like the overall theme of songs that they're looking for. And, you know, it can be broad as far as like Keith Urban, you know, Dan Huff is producing and looking to go back to what he did in the early 2000s. That's the only note you have. So you better like get familiar with the early Keith Urban stuff from the early 2000s. And then, you know, you move down the list, and one that's popular right now just because I'm working on the record is, Bailey Zimmerman, Austin Sean producing, looking for songs that feel and sound like what he did on the Religiously album, not what's on his latest record that just came out in September. And for me, that's interesting. I worked on both records, and I do understand the difference between the two albums. But it's always interesting to me, to answer your question, to see what the label's perspective is on what artists are looking for, and then to be able to talk to the artist and say, hey, man, like, what is it that you need? What are you looking for right now? And those two things aren't always the same. And what is the same, what I have... Thank you so much. Yeah, I'll take another one. Thank you. What is the same that I've come to realize is that there isn't an artist signed to a record label that isn't looking for more hit songs. And that is the constant. So I think, you know, your ability to understand what's working at top 40, your ability to understand individual artists and what works for them individually at top 40 is one of the best things you could study and get to know what those tendencies are, from meter and melody to tempo and to concept, and what artists normally sing about, what they normally don't sing about. Because having worked on 1 million songs for the Morgan Wallen record and 1 million songs for the Bailey Zimmerman record at the same time, those two guys couldn't be further from the same. They are both shopping for very different songs, and what you're allowed to write about for Bailey is very different from what you're allowed to write about for Morgan. So I think it's really just about studying, understanding what artists are looking for, and seeing what the hell are consumers really consuming? What are they latching onto, and what are they wanting to hear again and again and again and again and again? And how do you learn how to write those types of songs? That's, for me, I'm always just searching for, you know, what consumers are latching onto, and then thinking about how I could do that, and also how can I push the envelope a little bit, make it a little bit more different. How do I make it stand out from the other 100 songs that Morgan received today? You know?
No, it's crazy. It's so true. All right, Taylor, you ready? What song are you singing for us?
So, Something in That Saddle.
Something in That Saddle. All right, everybody give it up for Taylor Hughes singing her song.
What a title.
Something in That Saddle.
That's sick. All right. Taylor Hughes.
Pictures in the hallway, dancing next to mine. Keys on the keyring, then love lives here signed. There's a spell for everything to make it feel like home. But I wake up every morning just to find you gone. but something in that saddle won't let you hang it up. Aren't you tired of the long nights, just you and the moon? Can't be any trails left that ain't seen your boots. That's all I can do to hold on. It feels like I can't win. What's a cowgirl gotta do to ever hope you win? 'Cause something in the sunset you keep riding off into. Something in that prairie wind keeps calling out to you. And I keep hoping every day my love will be enough. But something in that saddle won't let you hang it up. Something in the sunset you keep riding off into. Something in that prairie wind keeps calling out to you. Breaks my heart every day. My love just ain't enough. Something in that saddle won't let you hang it up. Won't let you hang it up.
Thank you.
Taylor Hughes, everybody. All right. Where are you from?
I'm from Lexington, Kentucky.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good.
Been here for 8 years now.
Big UK fan?
Hell yeah. Go
Yeah.
Big Blue.
Hell yeah. Tell us about that song.
Yeah, so I wrote this with Brad McKinney and Jake Arthur, who are fabulous songwriters here in town. We were kind of working on a cowboy project, so I was writing with a lot of different people, and this is just one that really stuck out to me. And it's kind of funny, sometimes you write a song and you don't realize what it means to you until later. And for me, this song, it talks about a cowboy, but it's really just a metaphor about being with someone that no matter how much you love them, no matter what sacrifices you make, it is never enough. They're always searching for something else. And you kind of come to this realization like, damn, nothing I do is ever good enough.
Yeah. No, that's definitely probably true for a lot of us up here. Probably made some girls feel that way. No, it's that I thought the song was awesome. I know he's from New Mexico. I'm from Arizona, so love your look, love the sound. I thought it was very Western influenced, and I loved that. Yeah, and just a really cool title and a really cool hook. I think you nailed it as far as that goes. My only like thing that I wanted to tell you is on the chorus. I'm a big melody guy, so do you mind singing me the chorus really quick one more time? Yeah. I just gotta hear it one more time. Yeah.
Something in the sunset you keep riding off into. Something in that prairie wind keeps calling out to you. And I keep hoping every day my love will be enough. But something in that saddle won't let you hang up.
Okay, so yeah, I think it was that third part. The song, I can't sing the high. That's good. Second, that's good. The third one needs to change though.
Everybody join in.
Little
Join
note.
in.
Yeah, I can't sing that.
No, it's a great note.
I was on that third part. It was just a little repetitive, just that first note. And I think it's easy to change it. You can go up and you go down. You have such a cool voice. You do not sound like anybody I've ever heard. And it's so unique and it's so cool. And I love it. And it's you. And I wanted to hear something a little different there because your voice is so cool. That's my only note.
Thank you. Okay,
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
What do you think, Heath?
Actually, mention this. We did. I'm not supposed to say this. We did record this song. So in that third chorus on the out, it is a little bit different.
Great.
When it does
That's
come
awesome.
out, you'll hear that.
Good for you. No,
I've got
that's
mom
awesome.
brain going on right now. So.
It's great. So I'll just say this as a note, just moving forward as a writer,
Yeah.
and this goes for all the writers in the room because it's really important to understand in songwriting, in hit songwriting, there's a thing called the rule of three. Mm-hmm. Have you ever heard of it? Mm-hmm. It's when you enter your chorus, you give the listener the same melody or the same thing, the same meter or whatever it is, you give them the same thing 3 times in a row. You do this in the song, but the only difference is this melody is written to follow the chords you're playing on guitar exactly. Mm-hmm. So every time you're changing a chord, you're just singing that note. Mm-hmm. And what that ends up putting you in is this box of, and especially in country music, everyone is writing that melody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's not on purpose. All of it is actually just on accident. You're following your your muscle memory.
Intuition.
Yeah. So you're following those chords and you're just doing what feels natural, which is awesome. But I would just encourage you to, within that 4-chord progression, try and find a new meter, a new rhythm, a way of breaking up those 4 chords in the melody while you're still playing those 4 chords.
Right.
That's going to get you out of it. But what he suggested breaks the rule of 3. But in your case, your rule of 3, because it's following the progression and it's a long phrase, it's less hooky.
Right.
So what he is saying is just give the listener something different right before you give them your B section and your setup before your hook.
Yeah.
I think it's an awesome song,
thank
a
you.
unique sound, and just really cool.
You said you have
Appreciate it.
mom brain?
Yes, I have an 8-month-old at home.
What?
Come on,
Let's go. Boy or girl?
Yes, girl. Her name's Kennedy.
Kennedy. Very
Yes.
cool. What's her middle
Shout out
name?
Kennedy.
What's her middle name?
Kentucky
Elise.
Kennedy Elise.
Kennedy Elise.
Amazing.
Nice.
And what is it your first child?
It is.
What is Kennedy meant to you as a human?
Oh my gosh. Well, definitely just like becoming a mom, especially in the music industry, has totally changed me. Before I was writing, I still write this stuff, but I was more of the murder ballad and drinking kind of girl. I'm very big bourbon girl. So a lot of my stuff was kind of based around that, but she has just inspired me to just kind of dig deeper and become more vulnerable in my writing. And definitely like when I go to my shows or just to a co-write, like I'm constantly thinking about her now. And I feel like it's kind of made this journey mean more because I'm not just doing it for just me and my husband. It is now for like our family, and to show her that no matter what you want to do, you can do it. And especially in the music industry, I've been told over and over and over again, don't have children. It'll ruin your career. It'll ruin your career. And then there's people out there like Maddie and Tay and Lauren Elena. They're out there killing it. And, they're still on the grind. And I think you can have it all. You just have to be willing to work and, put the time in. And
Yeah, well, I think country music's always been about living and telling your truth.
yes. Absolutely.
And I think it sounds like you've truly entered that chapter.
Yes.
So
yeah.
I can't wait to hear what you write.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited to share more with you guys.
No, I'm excited to hear it too, and you know, nothing changes you more as a songwriter, as an artist, than having children.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to hear what that's going to do for your songwriting and for your artist career. And good for you for saying, you know, fuck you, music industry. If you're going to say not that, no,
I
for
tend
real.
to do what I want. So.
No, but I agree with you. I think there is a certain stigma about women in country not getting married and not having kids and not. But like that's not life. That's not real. And that like
absolutely.
country music is singing to the average person, like the average everyday person working a 9 to 5, having a family and kids, going to church on Sunday. Like that's who we're singing to.
Absolutely.
And that's who consumes country music. And so like I find it super unrelatable to listen to some of the females that you might be referring to, which I'm not going to name their names, but I don't relate to that as a father because that's just not where I'm at. So I'm excited to hear your music because I feel like I would relate more to that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, it definitely opens more doors in that whole songwriting world. And
lean into it. Lean into it. Write more about it and write more about being a parent and the struggles you're going through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So,
I've already
hell yeah.
started. So
Taylor Hughes.
Hughes, give it up. Come on.
Thank you, guys.
By the way, that song, is it out?
it will be out soon.
Cool, I'm gonna
I
put it on
haven't announced
rotation.
the release.
You made
yet.
rotation.
You gotta let them know
Congratulations.
when it comes
I will.
out.
I will. Thank you guys.
Let's go. Taylor Hughes,
Give it up for
everybody. Come on. Dude,
Yeah,
now
yeah.
I kind of want Mexican food now. We're going to food after this, and that kind of sounds good. All right, let's get the next name up.
Katie Fee.
Katie Fee, come on up here. All right, man. So, by the way, we don't talk about this ever. Speaking about being a dad, like you split time between Palm Beach, right, and
I do.
Nashville.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about that and what's your favorite part about Nashville? What's your least favorite part about Nashville? What's your favorite part about Palm Beach? What's your least favorite part about Palm Beach? Tell us a little bit about that.
I don't have a lot of complaints. I think they're two really incredible places to split your time. I think my life right now with my wife and my 8-year-old stepson, I don't even like calling him that. I just like calling him my son. It's just about balance. And for me, it's about having their support to be here to, keep chasing this dream and do my job. And also have a home to come home to on the weekends. And, when I arrive, it's open arms and it's, here's the new routine. Because when you have a kid and this, it changes every damn week. Like last week we were eating blueberry waffles. This week we don't like blueberry waffles. So, it can be something that small, but like I feel so lucky to continue to dive into the deep end and continue to learn how to swim when it comes to that.
Also, putting blueberry waffles into a song, like you would never do that.
Kind of like Jack Johnson, Banana Pancakes. We're gonna write a song called Blueberry Waffles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did pretty well for him, so maybe that's not a bad idea. But no, man, I'm super lucky. I feel like it's been 6 years of this, where it's a balancing act and we're doing our best. And as long as we're doing our best, then I feel really lucky to call both places home. So, obviously we've been fortunate to have a few songs do well enough to create Nashville, to make Nashville a very comfortable place to live. And a feasible dream to continue to chase, and hopefully I just continue to have more of that. And then the lifestyle that we're living in Florida, I really just get to turn this whole thing off and just go be a dad and just go be a husband there. And I think it's really rewarding because when I get back here to write songs, I get to flip that switch back on and it takes a little bit of the pressure off. So it's good.
I've seen, just as your buddy, as your friend, I've seen that life give you something to write about.
Thank
and
you.
it's been really cool to see. And I'm proud of you, and the way you
Thanks.
handle it and balance it is like something that I don't think a lot of people tell you enough. Fucking love
Thank you,
dude.
man.
So,
I see it in you too.
thank you, man.
I see it.
Well,
And Taylor, we encourage you to do the same.
hell yeah. All right, everybody, give it up for Katie Fee singing her song "Whiskey and Sunsets."
She has a way about her, soft like the breeze through the leaves, eyes like the sky when day turns to night, a sight like you wouldn't believe. He's kinda rough round the edges, 100 proof straight in a glass. The taste of his kiss, oh how it hits, that burn gets you spinning real fast. Fireworks skies, old fashioned on ice, love you wouldn't expect. Rosy pink clouds, spirit so brown, somehow a perfect blend. Hands so rough but soft to the touch, calluses she can mend. Can't quite explain it, some things just fit like whiskey and sunsets. Oh, what a love for the ages, acing the test of time. So here's to the days left up to the fates, happenstance so divine. Fireworks skies, old fashioned on ice, love you wouldn't expect. Rosy pink clouds, spirit so brown, somehow a perfect blend. Hands so rough but soft to the touch, calluses she can mend. Can't quite explain it, some things just fit like whiskey and sunsets. Pouring out hearts under twilight stars, the smell of perfume and leather. Who would have thought the two of a pair like them together? Fireworks skies, old fashioned on ice, love you wouldn't expect. Rosy pink clouds, spirit so brown, somehow a perfect blend. Hands so rough but soft to the touch, calluses she can mend. Can't quite explain it, some things just fit like whiskey. Can't quite explain it, some things just fit like whiskey and sunsets.
All right, Katie Fee, everybody.
Thank you.
Where are you from?
Originally from Sioux Falls, South Dakota.
Oh, wow. How many people were in your class?
Oh, so Sioux Falls is like the biggest city in South Dakota, so it was like over 500.
Oh, so
honestly,
they're a
I
decent
was on
amount.
the biggest high school in the city, so
Really?
yeah,
500 in your
Backfire.
graduating class.
yeah,
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest
They
in
actually-
South Dakota.
yeah. They actually opened up a whole new high school like right after I graduated to split up our high school because there's just too many people.
Nice.
Wow, wow.
Nice.
What's that song about? I know it's about whiskey and sunsets, but what does it mean to you?
Yeah, so this one was written solely off the title. My dad sent me a Snapchat of like a wall decoration thing or something where
Your
it
dad
just
has
said,
Snapchat.
yeah, my dad has Snapchat.
That's
New
fucking
generation,
cool.
baby.
Damn.
New generation. All right, this is great. Sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
It just said whiskey and sunsets, and I think he even said like song idea. I was like, say less. Okay. So I just kind of started writing it, and I brought it to my friend Christian Veach to finish it up, and it actually came out last Friday. So
Congratulations.
Very
thank
cool.
you.
Yeah. Awesome. So it was your dad's Snapchat that kind of inspired this song?
Yeah, so that's where I got the title, and then I guess we just kind of built the whole love song and everything based off of that. I just really love that Whiskey and Sunsets like picture, and then it just kind of was like, okay, so what should that be song-wise, story-wise, and kind of like how Whiskey and Sunsets, that's a good picture together, but they are opposites, so we decided to make it that kind of idea of two things that are, or two people that are completely opposite, but somehow it works as a relationship. Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Cool
that's,
concept.
Yeah, that is cool. What do you mean by Whiskey and Sunsets are opposite? Explain that a little bit.
I feel like Whiskey is, I mean, it's strong, it's like rough and all that, but then Sunsets, it's very soft and like pretty. So
Bright.
it's opposites in that sense.
Can you, sorry, I know this is actually harder to do than any of us think. Can you talk us through the lyric, top of the chorus to the tag?
Okay. All right. So we have 4 stanzas. It's kind of long.
Yeah.
It's so hard when you don't have the words
do
playing.
do whatever you got to do.
Fireworks skies, old fashioned on ice.
It's like fireworks skies. Is that what?
Just fireworks skies.
Okay.
We don't have a
All right.
like on
Okay,
there.
cool.
But yeah. Fireworks skies, old fashioned on ice. Love you wouldn't expect. Rosy pink clouds, spirit so brown. Somehow a perfect blend. Hands so rough, but soft to the touch, calluses she can mend. Can't quite explain it, some things just fit like Whiskey and Sunsets.
It's really great.
Thank you.
It's cool.
Cool. Yeah, my thing was the hook. The hook just didn't really rhyme enough for me, and I'm the biggest guy on pushing that. Like and if you argue back and are like, hey, that's why I did it, is because Whiskey and Sunsets are opposite and I didn't want it to be like a standard hook, then I fully am like, I'm on board, which maybe you did that. But
I'll be honest, it was not. I just know that in my head it sounded close. Maybe it doesn't to everyone,
close.
but it's like
It's
it
very
is like
close.
a very
Some
clear
things
rhyme,
just
but not
fit.
quite.
some things just fit, like Whiskey and Sunsets. And trust me, I am the biggest person to argue this. I pushed the boundary so far, but it was a little far for me.
Gotcha.
On that. And that's
fair.
And I almost needed like a confess rhyme or sorry,
Hit
go
me.
ahead.
No, I wanted you to finish your
I'm
thought.
no, I'm
and then
just
hit
like
me.
I'm just like I gotta confess, Whiskey and Sunsets. Like that's even pushing it a little bit. But it's like Sunsets is a hard rhyme. There's
It
not
is.
a
Right.
ton. So that was kind of my only thing I heard. But reading the lyrics down, honestly, like kind
does-
of it helped a little bit for me.
all
Okay.
of the juxtaposition,
Yeah.
but like comparative thing works. It's so good.
Thank you.
I would say a way to fix a little bit of what you're feeling or what you might be hearing. The very first thing I wrote down when you started singing was find your voice.
Okay.
Because I don't think you're a bad singer at all. I think
Okay.
you sang great.
Thank you.
I don't know where your voice lands with the capo and in this progression, but where you're most comfortable and most confident might not be where you think you're
Right.
most comfortable and confident right now. Because right now it feels like you're playing it safe.
Okay.
So I'm just
I got
encouraging
it.
you to sing a little
I
bit.
got it.
But also,
Sorry, go ahead.
the delivery of a lyric, how you deliver a lyric, isn't just helping convey the story, but it's making your shit more believable to the listener without even having to think about it. And part of that is the rhyme. So how you deliver fit and sunset is just it's a vocal choice. So again, when you find your voice, which you're not far from, I just think it's more repetition, more singing, more writing, more singing, more writing, more singing. But conviction, like being able to just deliver a lyric that is so fucking believable that it moves every single person in the room, that the rhyme, it doesn't have to rhyme because you sold it so well that I felt like it rhymed.
Gotcha. Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
a way to do that, and it's a part of songwriting language that isn't a part of the English language. So I
Totally.
encourage you to find
It's
that.
a weird thing. I think I figured it out. All right, read it one more time from the top. Read the lyrics down. Ready?
From the top of the chorus.
From the top of the chorus.
Firework skies, old fashioned on ice, love you wouldn't expect.
Okay.
Rosy pink clouds, spirit so brown, somehow a perfect blend.
Okay.
Hands so rough, but soft to the touch, calluses she can mend.
'Kay.
Can't quite explain it, some things just fit like whiskey and sunsets.
Okay. What was the line before? Something just fit.
Can't quite explain it.
Can't quite explain it.
Some
Man,
things
it just
just
fit. Man, it just fits like whiskey and sunsets. That is
Okay.
a better rhyme. I don't know why. It's the weirdest thing in the English language.
So
Man, it just fits.
with an S at the end instead of just fit.
All of those things
Yeah.
matter.
Yeah,
Okay.
it does. And
They all matter.
can't explain it. Just fits like whiskey and sunsets. That works
that,
better
yeah.
than some things just fit like whiskey and sunsets.
You just cut this song. The song is already out.
It is already up.
Beautiful. All right. I just want everyone to know that's okay. Let this song live and do its thing. But these are all notes to take into the room with you next time you write. Because
absolutely
everything matters. Everything matters. Every word, every syllable, every letter, every like or as or if or but or any of like all of that shit matters.
Yeah.
It all matters. So-
Last thing I'm going to leave you with. What is your 10-year plan? How old are you?
27.
27. All right. You're 37. You wake up. What's your dream?
Honestly, just doing music full time. And
What does
that
that
doesn't
mean for
have
you?
to look like sold out stadiums, awards, or anything like that. Just being able to make a living, pay my bills doing music.
How much money? How much money?
Writing, artists.
How much
all
money
of
you
it.
want?
I mean, enough to live comfortably in Nashville,
where are you
basically.
living at? Where are
in
you living at?
Nashville.
In Nashville. So it's expensive.
Yeah,
Okay.
Did you go to Belmont?
I did.
I can tell.
Okay.
Every single line of this song is so good.
No, it's
She wrote towards the hook. Every line holds weight. Like I can totally tell you went through a songwriting program.
I actually was a music business major.
No, but I can tell that you've been taught.
Okay.
I can tell that you've absorbed what you've been taught, and I can tell that you're applying it to pen and pad. I love that. Now it's just about doing it 1,000 times wrong just to get it right one fucking time. You are doing it. You're doing it. It's great.
yeah, and you gotta
That's great.
live. You gotta live it too. Like,
Yeah.
and I think part of it is like, all right, I know this is right lyrically or whatever, but you gotta live it and feel it. Like, I want
Yeah.
you to
That's true.
next time you write, next session you have, I want you to go in that session and be like, man, I really just want to I want to feel this more than I
I dare
Yeah.
you to cry.
this. I want you to feel this more than I
Yeah.
think this. Okay.
Yeah.
Craziest thing, dude. Earl Bud Lee. You know Earl Bud Lee?
Yeah, my
Okay,
God.
that was like dream session.
Tell him who Earl Bud Lee is.
My favorite song of all time is "Friends in Low Places." My favorite artist of all time is Garth Brooks, and I got a chance to write with Earl Bud Lee. Earl Bud Lee, we get in the room, okay?
We
Cannot
should
script
call
this
him
shit.
right now.
We could.
Yeah,
He'd probably
let's
be.
call him.
He's probably somewhere close.
He's in the woods.
He's
bro.
close. Cannot script this. It's my dream, right? My dream scenario. He goes, all right, everybody, why don't we just put our guitars down? And why don't we just put our phones down? And why don't we just feel what's in the room today?
Yeah.
And it was the weirdest fucking thing anybody's ever done in a write. Ever. But guess what? I took something from that write. We wrote a terrible song. But I took something from that write that I will never, ever be able to pay enough money to feel again. And that is, whenever I go into a write, I say, what are we going to feel today? Instead of what are we going to write today?
Yeah.
Everything matters.
And that's my biggest advice for you. So,
I dare you to cry.
dare you to
Okay.
cry.
That's
Dare you to cry. It was.
Everybody give it up for Taylor Hughes.
Yeah.
Come on, not Taylor
No,
Hughes.
no,
Katie Fee. Give it up for Katie
Katie
Fee.
Fee.
Come on.
Thank you.
Thanks, Katie.
Give it
Great
up for
job.
Katie Fee, everybody. Great job.
These damn
Great job.
Vandy kids.
All right.
They're
Cool
rushing
boots,
us.
by the way.
All right.
Thanks.
We got one more name in here. I wonder who it is. John Weber. Come on up here, John Weber.
Is John Weber here?
We do have a bucket. If anybody wants to put their name in the bucket, I don't know if John is here.
John
John,
Weber,
are
raise
you
your
here?
hand.
John
5,
Weber.
4, 3, 2, Juan.
1. Wasn't no fun. Where you at, boy?
John is
drunk.
John is gone.
Well,
All right, we got the bucket. Do we have some names in the bucket? All right, we're going to the bucket. Fuck John. Let's go. Come on.
Bucket pulls.
Bucket
Welcome
pulls.
to the
Come on.
Playlist
Let's-
Podcast.
Bucket.
Oh,
Do
shit.
it.
A name blew out. Name blew out. Is this the name?
It's the one that had
Okay.
to come out.
It had
Do
to come out.
Hit it.
Dylan Brekke.
Dylan Brekke.
Y'all are in for a treat.
Make some noise for Dylan.
Okay. And that is the power of music right there.
What's up, Heath? What's up, everybody?
Oh,
That's how
okay.
powerful music is. It
All
just
right.
changed the entire fucking
plug
vibe
in,
of the
Dylan.
entire-
Plug in, Dylan. Plug in. Take your time.
Download yourself to the mainframe real quick.
Yeah,
Didn't
dude.
somebody say that one time?
I don't know. All right, we
come
got to
join us.
go quick. It's rapid fire before Dylan plays, okay?
Of course.
So, no, not you, Dylan. You're fine. You're fine. Just
Fine then.
relax. Plug up.
Plug up.
So, not butt plug. Just plug.
yeah.
Jeez Louise.
Can we
All right.
cut that part?
So, got some
That
questions
kind of
for
party.
you.
Welcome to season 2.
This is a big question. This is advice for artists, or actually songwriters, really. You have what happened to you. You have a song. You don't have a publishing deal. You have a song that somebody cuts and it's instantly a hit, and you're like, your life changes like this. What is one publishing deal note when you're about to sign your deal? Looking back, what is one deal point that you would tell a songwriter to be aware of for their future? Change it, whatever you need to do. Just what is a note?
Wow, great question. Songwriters in the house, raise your hand. If you're a songwriter, don't be shy. The camera's not on you. Just raise your hand if you write songs. My biggest advice is, as you're coming up as a songwriter and you start to see some of your friends, your colleagues, your co-writers sign deals, it is so important for you to ask them what the terms of their deal looked like. You don't need to ask them how much money they're making. You need to ask them what was important about the terms of your deal. What did your attorney suggest about the terms of your deal? What does that look like? Man, like, I really want a publishing deal, but I don't even know what a publishing deal is. What does that entail? Ask all of these damn questions. Ask anyone and everyone that has a publishing deal. Ask attorneys. Ask publishers. The second you get set up to go and meet with a publisher, the very first thing they're going to ask you, having already gotten a file folder with 5 of your best songs, the very first thing they're going to ask you is, what are you looking for in a publishing deal? And if you don't know how to answer that question, you're not ready. And that has nothing to do with your ability to write a fucking song. That has everything to do with your ability to understand the business of writing a song. What you need. What do you need to survive to be able to show up to this office every single day and write songs for a living? For some people, it's like, well, I need $85,000. I need 2 years, and I'll give you 100% of my publishing because I need $85,000 that fucking bad. That's a bad deal. I'll tell you what a good deal looks like. Whatever keeps you paying the rent and just enough to fill your fridge so that you can show up 5 days a week and write at least 5 songs a week when you first sign your deal. So maybe that's $30,000. I know Nashville's getting more expensive. Whatever
Whatever that number is for you.
Whatever that number is for you. It's different for everyone.
Enough to pay rent and keep enough in the fridge.
Enough to pay rent, keep enough in the fridge so that you can write songs 5 days a week, at least a song a day, sometimes 2 songs a day. Whatever it is, you got to know what that number is. And then you never give away 100% of your publishing. you always ask for a piece of your pub. So it's like, listen, man, I'm going to take $30,000 for the first 3 years because I know I got a lot to prove. But I know I'm not going to let you down. So $30,000 a year for 3 years, that's $90,000. You're in. I'm keeping you under that $100,000 investment in me for 3 years. I got 3 years to prove myself to you. I'm going to write a shit ton of songs. I know I'm going to be able to pay my rent and fill my fridge. I might not be able to go to Losers 4 nights a week. No, but it's
Guilty.
a real thing. It's a real thing. Real thing. But you have to be an adult about it. And if 30,000 is just enough, or if you could ask for 20,000 because you know you're going to bartend on the weekend, do it. I worked 3 jobs at one time. I worked every shit job that I didn't want to have. I worked at Urban Juicer making juices for 7 hours a day while all my friends were writing songs for 6 months before I realized this job doesn't make me enough money and it's not conducive to my dream. Yeah. So I'm going to have to go figure out something else. Went and got my ABC license. Started bartending on the weekend. Tried to find a bar where none of my friends went to. So there were no distractions. I wasn't hooking anyone up. And no one even knew I fucking worked there. The only people that would come and see me were tourists. People I would never see again. Because it wasn't going to become my personality. It wasn't going to become who I am. It was just going to become a placeholder so that I could live and keep my head above the water. I would work those 2 or 3 days a week on the weekend, and then I would write 4 to 5 days a week as often as I possibly could. And when someone asked me, what are you looking for in a publishing deal? I knew exactly what that number looked like, and I knew that I wasn't willing to take a deal that didn't have some of my publishing coming back to me. That's it. In this town, you guys will realize 2 years, 3 years flies by so fucking fast that if you took a $90,000 3-year deal with 20% of your pub coming back to you and you wrote enough songs to prove yourself in those 3 years, you didn't give them a chance to not re-up your deal at the end of those 3 years. And the terms on that after those 3 years are going to look so much fucking different than the terms on your first 3 years because you knew what the fuck you needed to survive. And now you look a little bit more like a hit songwriter after those 3 years. It flies by, guys, right. But it's so important for you to know confidently how to answer that question when you go into those meetings.
I love that, dude. That's absolute game that he's spitting right there.
So many people watching that have his same dream just like had a moment of realization.
Yeah. No, you gotta know. You gotta know. Dylan, what are you singing for us today, man?
Oh man, well I know I had a moment of realization. That was great, Heath, man. Yeah, gonna do an original and yeah. Man.
What's it called?
Oh, Make You Mine. On that note, because the legendary Heath Warren just knocked out of the park.
Dylan has become, I don't know
Too
if you guys
young to be a legend.
I don't know if you guys watch Kill Tony, but Dylan has become our William Montgomery. Okay? Dylan has been on more than anybody, and he is the most fascinating fucking person I've ever met in my life. It's actually unbelievable.
Your dad said the same thing to me just the other week.
And so did your mom, dude.
Oh, yeah.
All right, go ahead. What are you singing?
Man, not again.
What are you singing? What are you singing?
Oh, yeah, dude. Well, what's up, Greenlight Bar? It's great to be back. Very thankful for this. It's an original called Make You Mine. It's just like a love song about the crazy...
Shut up, Dylan. Sing the song.
You're not allowed.
I'm Dylan Brekke. Here goes nothing.
Come on, Dylan.
What's up, y'all? Here we go. Take your time. I don't mind. You look fine tonight. Please don't worry. I'm in no hurry. You look fine tonight. I just let it be. Everything will be alright if you just set me free. Everything will be alright if I just make you mine. So many people want to try and shine bright, but they end up getting caught within the limelight. That's why even stars get melanoma. You rock this town, you put them in a coma. So many people want to try and shine bright, they end up getting caught when they're reaching the limelight. That's why even stars get the melanoma. The rock green light bar, they'll be put in Austin's coma. Please don't mind, I feel fine. Oh, you'll be mine tonight. Please don't hurry, no need to worry. You'll be mine tonight. Everything that I needed in life was so cruel. But then I realized that I don't make up the rules. So please don't play me for your fool. 'Cause I know that I'll be a mule for your school. So everything will be alright if I just let it be. Everything will be just fine if I just feel free. Everything will be alright if you just make me mine. And I might feel like a Karen, but I'm not, because I'm standing next to Heath Warren or something like that.
Great. I love it, dude.
Wow.
There you go.
Awesome.
I was a little improv at the end.
Dylan.
Wow.
Dude,
Dylan
great
Brekke,
job,
everybody.
man.
Dude.
Great job.
Thanks so much for having me.
Of course.
Dylan, all right,
Yeah.
I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep it very blunt, and then we're going to talk about your personal life because your personal life is hilarious.
Oh, I'm honored.
So, Mule and
Seinfeld episode.
the bridge. Mule in school. I hate the rhymes. Change those rhymes.
Yeah.
Those are stupid. Those are stupid.
Have you
Kind of just like bullshit.
Yeah, stupid. Stupid.
have you
Change
ever heard
those.
of rhymezone.com?
Change those.
I have heard of that.
Mule,
You've heard of it,
I'll
yeah.
be your mule in school. Change those.
I use it every day.
Melanoma, crazy lyric in a song. Little crazy for me.
Little kind of rhyme thing I'm trying to do.
Please don't hurt. Don't you worry. You'll be mine tonight. Sing. What was that line?
Yeah, it was like,
You accidentally flipped the line, I think.
yeah, please don't worry. I'm in no hurry. You'll be mine tonight.
Please don't hurt. Da da da. But you'll be mine tonight. Yeah, just hit those a little bit. Please don't hurt. And don't you worry, cause I'll be not tonight. Whatever, I can't remember the lyrics. I'm saying all this, Dylan, because I fucked with that song more.
Oh, really?
Dude, I
That
really
the
did.
nicest thing you've ever said to me, Austin.
Dylan,
It's the
Dylan,
most catchy
Dylan,
song
Dylan,
you've
that was my
had,
favorite
bro.
song you've sang on the show, and
Yeah.
I think I think we're fine. I think we're finding a
It's 'cause
little
you put his
stride.
name in it.
I think we're finding a stride. No,
That's a Jennifer Lawrence.
no, I think we're finding a stride. I think you're finding a little tone in your voice, and you're finding ba da da. I think it was cool, man. It's not as a song, it's not there fully, but as like an artist, I can start to see your thing. I can start to see it, and that, dude, that's like cool. And honestly, that was like my whole vision of this show, is to have artists come on here and try shit out, fuck up, make stuff happen, and just try to make it work. And you're doing that, dude. You're trying, you're daring, and I love that. And you're so fucking entertaining as a human. Wow. I love you. You're the best.
I love you too. Thank you.
So
The dynamics in the melody, the way that you really cashed in on that.
That's
like
you're the only person I can be this honest with. I'm afraid to be this honest
And
with.
I love the transparency. I take it all as constructive criticism. I hope you know that.
But this is my favorite song you've sang, and I think it's the closest in your vocal tone and the progression, everything. It's where you need to be.
Yeah.
Now pull everything together, and you might have some shit.
Yeah.
What do you think?
I haven't heard you before tonight, I don't think. Is that correct?
I believe so.
Yeah, all right.
He's been on the show a lot. You've been on a lot.
You're memorable. I'll give you that.
Oh, thanks, man.
And never suppress your personality, because
My goodness, thank you.
that's going to be something people remember you by. But
Yeah.
songwriting wise, you give me this this bedroom songwriting vibe where you're writing your songs in your bedroom and you're just saying what comes to your mind, and you're feeling this melody and whatever word feels like that melody that spits out and whatever fits in that phrase, and then you're moving on. And that is what bedroom songwriting is all about.
Yeah,
And I
yeah.
freaking love that, because
Thank you.
I don't
It's
think
free flow. It's free flow.
I don't think a lot of people go through that phase of songwriting and have the courage to come and plug in and share it immediately.
It's scary. Yeah, that's been in the drafts for a long
I
time.
feel like you're just in this phase where you're really figuring out what that feels like and what you're willing to share. And dude, I will never knock confidence ever, because dude,
Thank
it's
you,
fucking dope, man. Like,
How much do you write? How much
Thank
do you
you.
write?
You
Are you
feel
writing a
that.
lot?
I'm writing a lot. I'm trying to write at least there'll be like sporadical times. I'll write like 3 songs in a week, and then I'll take a little break the next week, and then I'll write 3 or even 4 more songs in the
But
next
you
week.
felt that. You felt
I did.
when you wrote that. You felt it, and you were feeling yourself.
It was scary. That song, I've never performed it live. I've had that song in the drafts in a songbook for. I'm not messing with you whatsoever. All jokes aside, it's probably been in a songwriting book since 2019.
Good, bro.
Just didn't know what to do with it, and I'm like, you know what?
Dylan.
This is the time.
I'm telling you, bro. It's what it's all about, because I think you only get back what you're willing to give in any art form, and to be willing to be that vulnerable.
The imperfections make you, Dylan. Like,
Bro,
that's
it's
Thank
cool.
it's
you,
like
Austin.
it's your.
It wasn't a fucking great song. It wasn't.
It needs work. It needs a little work.
No, whatever. It is. Let that song be. It is what you felt. No one can ever take that away from you. I'm sitting here, and my job tonight, sitting next to Austin, because whoever the fuck I am, or whoever he thinks I am. Like, bro, I'm
Guest of the
telling
year.
you,
That's right.
there isn't a better thing on the planet than just writing what you feel.
Yeah.
And as long as you and everyone else that's performed tonight is willing to do that, like, no one can take that shit away from you. It's art, bro. It's
Amen.
cool. And it's all subjective. And some of them, they're going to make you $1 million. And some of them are going to make you $0, but it's not about that. And it was never about that. And I think if you're just willing to share it, you got a fucking chance, man.
Thank you,
And it's
dude.
cool.
Yeah.
Like, it gave me like a weird, and by the way, like, Ed Sheeran is like one of the greatest songwriters on the planet.
Yeah.
But you give me this thing where it's just like, because I know how quickly Ed works.
Mm-hmm.
Ed is the fastest songwriter I've ever seen. But he's just doing that. It's not any different than what you're doing. He's just feeling, he's saying whatever comes to mind, and melody, and this is what it is. And if it's not, I don't care. I'm going to write another one in 20 minutes. And it's just like boom, 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 boom. Bro, keep trusting your instincts as a songwriter. I think that's fucking cool.
Dylan, all right, so you're writing a lot. What's new in your life? Anything new?
Oh, man. Today I went to Fenwick's Breakfast Burrito Place, and I saw Theo Vaughn. Shout out to him. That was pretty awesome.
Did you tell him tonight is the best podcast in Nashville?
I did actually.
No.
I actually I've seen Theo around town just at Fenwick's that breakfast. You know Fenwick's is just down the street on 8th Avenue.
He's there every morning.
He's there, and he's a cool dude. And I actually got to strike up a little bit of conversation. I said, dude, there's this great kick-ass playlist that's called Playlisted Pod, and it's on YouTube and everything, and they're getting kick-ass guests. You know, they've gotten Red Atkins, and they've gotten Aaron.
We never got Red Atkins.
Rodney Atkins.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So dang it, I always get those two mixed up every time. Every damn time. And there's no relation. One of the Atkins is in no relation to Tom, but the other one is.
Yes, that's true.
Respectfully.
That's true.
Allegedly and respectfully, yeah. But
so Dylan, man, you know this, right?
Yes, sir.
My wife doesn't really watch the show, but
yeah,
you are her favorite guest.
Oh, really? Lexi's favorite guest. That's an honor.
Her favorite guest.
Oh my gosh,
and,
thank you.
You do have a special place in our heart. Every time you come on the show, you bring an energy that I want every fucking show. So what I'm about to do, I'm about to ask you a certain question.
Is it about the sugar booger stuff?
Shut the fuck up.
Sorry.
What are
I
you,
don't do.
What are you? What,
so
what,
random,
what are your Mondays? What do your Mondays look like? Are they pretty busy?
Oh man. My goodness.
Pilates over the YMCA.
I ran. That was good, Cody. Pilates. They all call me gay, but I'm not.
What do you do on Mondays?
What do I do on Mondays? Yes, I do caregiving, but I'm leaving that job. I'm going to start a mortgage loan job. But my Mondays during the nighttime should be pretty open. I've got Playlisted Pod for plenty of Mondays to come.
Okay. Can you come here and just dare to suck every week?
Sure.
Can you come here
like
and dare
challenge
to
myself?
suck?
Yeah.
I want you to fucking challenge yourself. And in your songs, but I want you to just come here and bring the energy and bring the
of course.
No repeats.
No repeats.
Of course, absolutely.
New songs.
Yes.
And if you fucking bring another song that is the same song, you're done.
Yeah.
But I want you to come back.
Lexi and you put me in the doghouse.
I want you to come back
Your
every
kids
week,
have a better sleeping
and I want you to
schedule than I
bring
do.
this energy, and I want you to start each show and give the vibe, because I think that every artist that comes on this show needs to feel like they need to dare to suck, and you do that, and you've brought that. So I'm gonna fucking make you the next regular of Playlisted Podcast.
Holy shit!
Let's go.
Oh my God! Okay, this Monday got 10 times better.
Regulators.
Green light bar. Thank you all. Wait, that's actually. Wait, what the fuck? Wait, I gotta shake your guys' hands.
Welcome, Dylan, to the regulars.
Can you freestyle rap for us? Rap.
I feel like I'm going to get laid tonight.
Oh, here we go. So many people want to try and shine bright, but they end up getting caught when they're in the limelight. That's why even stars get melanoma. When we rock Green Light Bar, we put them in a coma. Exploding out of the back of my mind is a dream. It's a dream that can be cursed, hated, and sung. It's a dream that can be blessed, cursed, and hung. My dream is this hope. Hope for this dream. Cody's throwing pics. He doesn't give a shit about the pics, because you just gotta get your kicks. And Austin Brekke is a fucking badass.
I'm trying to cool you down.
Oh my God. Oh jeez. All right.
Mikey's like, oh God, what did I get myself
into? We're gonna leave
into?
everybody with this. When's the last time you had sex?
60.
honest.
No, hold on.
Honest.
600.
No.
6,900 months ago. Goodbye.
What?
No, literally.
No,
in all
not
seriousness.
literally.
It's been a minute. 9 months. 9 months.
9 months?
Yeah, 9
That's
months.
So when's the
respectable.
baby? The baby's coming any day now.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Why Shia LaBeouf had that whole ordeal in New Orleans is that, oh God, my boy Dylan Brecke's pregnant. So
I don't know what you're talking about.
the girl that he got with is
Okay. Anything you want to leave us with?
well, in all seriousness, I don't know Shia LaBeouf. That was just me bullshitting around.
Stop. I'm kidding. All right, give it up for Dylan Brekke, everybody.
Love yourself, love your others, love neighbors, family,
your
everybody,
others.
and God bless the Brekke family and everyone involved. Thank you so much. God bless. Have a great night. Drive safe.
Give it
I'm
up
Dylan
for
Brekke.
Dylan Brekke. I'm Austin Berg.
Give it up for everybody that was
Cody
on stage.
Hawkins.
And God bless
Thank
Heath
you
Warren.
guys so much.
Austin Berg, baby.